This top five video was actually a super chat goal that you all unlocked in the previous uh monthly Q&A. Yeah, the April 2020 Q&A where I introduced the super chat sweepstakes. We had a couple of super chat goals, and of course the faithful came in magnificent numbers, just totally decimated, just blew past all of the super chat goals, and one of them was this top five video. So, yeah, so that's the purpose for this one tonight. But guess what? If you guys have a list of your own, if you have a topic, a subject, if you have an idea for a top five video that you would like to see right here on OAW Entertainment, become a patron at patreon.com/OAW and select the top five tier. And with that being said, this is going to be a revisited topic. Yes, we're following up on one. Following up on one from 7 years ago. This is going to be the new updated top five favorite TV series. So let's get into it.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Thank you, everyone, for joining me live and everyone watching after the fact. Shout out to all the faithful and salute to the patrons. This is Larry Williams, OAW Commander in Chief, and I am here to bring you all another top five live stream. How's everyone doing tonight? Hope you all are enjoying your Friday evening. First live stream of the month, first live stream of May. Alrighty, so guys, like all previous top five videos, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to give you my spiel, give you all my list for this week's topic, and please feel free, leave your thoughts or leave some of your comments, some of your favorite TV shows, things of that nature in the comment section. I will be doing a brief Q&A afterwards, but as with my other videos, the comments are pretty much going to be limited to the topic for this video, but of course, any super chat, those get top priorities. I will answer any questions or read any comments from said super chats. All right, so and here come all of the here come some comments. Here come some comments. But like I said, I'll get to those at the end of the at the end of the list. All right, so let's go ahead and let's talk about it. Let's go ahead and let's talk about it. All right, so for those of you all who have not had a chance yet to check out the monthly Q&A, I might go ahead and add that in the description box. I'll let you go. I'll let you all know. Also, I need to go back and link the original top five favorite TV series video in the description box as well. So pretty much this is what happened. Like I said, we had the monthly Q&A last Friday, as a matter of fact, and one of the super chat goals was a top five. So what I did was I made a wheel. For those of y'all who saw it, you guys know. In case you missed it, so what I did, I made all of these custom wheels, right, that would select the topic for all of the videos that were unlocked in the Q&A, right, in the super chat sweepstakes, right. And so the whole night, the whole Q&A, I'm just loading up the wheel with all of these suggestions, right, from you guys, about different topics, different subjects for these different videos. This was actually one of the ones I came up with because the original top five favorite TV series, dude, I went back and I looked at that video. That is from 2013. That video is almost 7 years old, and I'm like, so I go back and I'm listening to the video, and I'm like, yeah, dude, most of the shows on that list wouldn't make the new list. I'm like, I gotta go and I gotta change it. I gotta do an update. I gotta revisit it. So, and then lo and behold, spun the wheel, and that was the one that was selected. So yeah. So for those of you all who have not checked it out, please feel free. You can. I mean, if you're watching live, then certainly you can. But if you're watching after the fact, you can go ahead. You can pause this now. You can pull up my top five favorite TV series video from 2013. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and add it in the description box below at the end of the stream. All right. So now here's the funny thing about that, though. I came up with some new criteria for the list, and I think it makes for a better, I guess, more comprehensive list. This is what I mean. All right. So these were a couple of rules I had about the list. Number one, it had to be a series that I have seen in its entirety. Because I noticed with some of the series that I selected in the last video, that was not the case. And there was a lot of qualifying. There was a lot of qualifying for me to be able to put certain series on that list. I did away with that this time. It's like, no, if I have not seen the whole thing, it does not deserve a place on this list, right? Okay, number two, it had to have been a series that I have either rewatched multiple times, like while it was airing, or I have gone back to revisit multiple times. So that's another criteria for a show to make this list. Okay. Now, for the most part, all of the shows that made my previous list, those did fit that criteria because they were ones that I was constantly always like rewatching and going back to, right? All right. So that's number two. Number three, and this is a big one. Keep this in mind. Here we go. It had to be a show that even if I lost enthusiasm for throughout the course of its syndication, that enthusiasm did not hinder my enjoyment of the series. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back. The third criteria for shows on this list, the show, in the event that I lost my enthusiasm for the show throughout the course of my viewing it, okay, damn fly, that lack of enthusiasm could not hinder my overall enjoyment with the series. That's the third criteria. So even if I wasn't feeling the series as much as I used to, if it didn't hinder my enjoyment of it, it could make the list. But if it did, it cannot. And based off of that criteria alone, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have already eliminated a bunch of shows off my list. All right. Probably. But we'll see. We'll see. All right. So those are the three criteria. Everybody remember them? Everybody remember them. A show I've seen in its entirety. Okay. A show I've rewatched either multiple times during its syndication or I've gone back to revisit. And three, it has to be a show where my enjoyment was not hindered due to my lack of enthusiasm for the show later on. Cool? All right. So let's go ahead. Let's get ready. Let's break this down. This is the 2020 revised version of Larry Williams, OAW Commander-in-Chief's top 5 favorite television series. Oh, and for those of you all who are wondering, I'm talking about live action series. I didn't include any type of animation in this series. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and let's kick things off. Okay. No, okay. I don't know if y'all figure out number 5, but I'll give you a hint. So real quick, throw in the chat below. Let me see if y'all get number 5. Because real quick, I talked about it pretty at some good length in the previous Q&A. If you all will remember that, because I talk about a lot of shows in the Q&A. Ah, fuck it. Let's just go ahead and let's do it. Number 5. Boom. Shameless. Yes. Shameless is my number 5. And I'm going to tell you guys why. Okay, I'll tell you guys why Shameless is number 5, and then I'll tell you guys why Shameless made the list. So I'll tell you this right now. The only reason Shameless is number 5 on my list is because it's still ongoing. It's still ongoing. So with that being said, you guys could probably figure out my other 4, my 4, 3, 2, and 1, they are all completed series. Shameless is the only one on this list that is still an ongoing series. Okay. And that's the only reason why it's number 5. If it wasn't for that, it would probably be number 4. It would probably be number 4 on my list. But yeah. So if you guys saw the Q&A, me and Anime Rick went a little length talking about Shameless, because he's a Shameless fan, I'm a Shameless fan. We haven't talked about the show in a while. We had to catch up with each other. This is that. Anyway, all right. So why is Shameless on the list? All right. Here's the thing. Shameless is probably my favorite comedy series. And I say that as in the sense that it is, okay, maybe it's a little disingenuous to say it's my favorite comedy series. It's my favorite adult comedy series. Let me put it like that. My favorite adult comedy series. I love Shameless. Since the first episode I saw, I was like, oh my God, this show is so crazy. I want to watch more, right? And then, I mean, I picked up Shameless with season 2. I watched all of season 2. I was like, oh my god, this is nuts. Went back, rewatched season 1 right before season 3 premiered, and then ever since then, like I've been, keeping up with it, right? Um, what is it about? Shameless, long story short, Shameless is okay. First and foremost, this is the American remake of the original UK series. So let's go ahead and let's qualify that. This is an American remake, but essentially it tells the story of the Gallagher family, which is I guess you could say, a poor white trash family on the south side of Chicago, right? And the series pretty much just covers like the adventures they get themselves into, right? Like it's just like, okay, this is, a day in the life of this family, but it's a dark comedy. And it does have some drama in it. Actually, it has a lot of drama in it. Now that I think about it, but yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's just a show about a white trash family on the south side of Chicago, man. And yeah, and just the way they live. I mean, if there is any type of like central plot or like central conflict of the series, the earlier seasons always followed the Gallaghers during the summertime, because essentially, the Gallaghers, they're living off of their dead aunt's social security check, right? They're living in her house, so they're pretty much like, they're not part of any system. They really are a go getter type family, right? Like they go out and they hustle. You want to talk about hustle, dude? You don't know hustle until you watch Shameless. The Gallaghers hustle, bruh. Like the schemes that they come up with in order to make money, this, that, and the other. Um, so so yeah, okay. So like I said, so the central conflict in the earlier seasons was always centered around the summertime. Why? Because this is the time when the kids are out of school, and it's the time where, because the kids are out of school and because they have all that free time, they're able to make the most amount of money possible throughout the course of the summer. That's going to, they call it the squirrel fund. Because like a squirrel, you're saving, you're saving nuts for the winter, right? You're saving acorns for the winter. And so yeah, so the series would just follow all the crazy shit they would do over the course of the summer. That was pretty much like the first, I want to say like the first 4 seasons. Because by the time we get into like season 5, that's when now, we're going into the fall, into the winter. Sometimes the season would start off in the spring, so it was covering different moments of the year and whatnot. And I also originally, like the first early seasons was always like a year apart, and then the later seasons are a lot closer in time with each other, to the point where some of them pick up right where the last one left off, right? But yeah, it's so okay. So why do I like it so much? Like I said, it's funny. Number one, my sense of humor. Number two, I love the cast. I love the characters for the most part. There are some characters that I enjoyed very much at the beginning that I can't fucking stand anymore. Debbie, ooh, really can't stand them. Really, him. Ooh, really can't stand them, right? But for the most part, most of the characters that I like from Jump Street, I still enjoy. Like Lip is still my favorite. Um, Lip was always my favorite from Jump Street, right? So, I was one of the ones, man. I was mad as hell when Emmy Rossum left, because she was the rock of that series. She really was. Loved me some Fiona, man. Fiona was the truth and a half, right? Um, let's see. Ian, I always liked Ian. Um, well, Frank is Frank. Frank is Frank. I'll just put it like that. Frank is Frank, and I don't really want to talk too much about Frank, because Frank needs to be experienced. Y'all don't need me sitting on camera telling y'all about it. Frank needs to be experienced. I tell you this though, William H Macy, bruh. I think he has gotten a couple of Emmy nominations for this role, and dude, he is something else, right? Um, Oh, and then Kevin V. Oh man, I love Kevin V. Love him to death. They're awesome. So yeah, that's Shameless. One final thing I will say about Shameless: the reason why I consider it a favorite of mine is because So Shameless has this really weird effect on me. And the best way I can speak about it is catharsis, right? Like, dude, there were multiple times, especially like during the years that I was watching Shameless, where I could legit like put on Shameless and whatever I was dealing with that day just kind of vanished because the when you watch the series, some of the shit that the Gallaghers get themselves into is just so fucking like extreme, right? It's just like, whoa, it's dude, season 4. Holy shit, season 4. Okay, but it seems like they just seem to get into some of the just roughest shit. And despite that, they always seem to fucking make it out. That's not to say that keep this in mind. This is not one of those series where it's like, oh, it's a happy ending at the end and everything's all sunshine. No, 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 no. But what I'm saying is they managed to survive. That's what I mean. Like they managed to whatever it is they're dealing with, they endure, they face it, they endure it, and they get out on the other fucking side. And it's like, all right, you know what? That was then. This is now. All right, fuck it, it's done. On to the next one, right? Um, the characters in this series do a really good job at taking lumps, rolling with punches, and there is a catharsis in that, man. Because understand it's a fictional series. I get all of that, but like I'll be going through some shit, and I'll put on Shameless, and suddenly my shit just don't seem to be as big as I thought it was. It don't seem to be as bad as I thought it was. You know, and yeah, so that was Shameless was very therapeutic for me. I can say that it was very therapeutic, and it gave me a fuck ton of laughs. Um, even in a time when I didn't have a lot of shit to laugh about, Shameless got me right, man. So yeah, so that's why it is number 5 on my list. All right, so let's go ahead and let's move on to number 4. Hydrate. All right, let's go ahead and let's move on to number 4. So number 4, Black Sales, baby. Yeah. Come on, man. Y'all know what time it is, bro. Come on, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. Especially if you guys saw my Black Sales season 1 reviews right here on the channel, bruh. Dude, let me tell you something. I did not know what I was getting myself into when that show first premiered. I'm sitting up there and I'm watching it, and I'm enjoying it, but like I said, for those of y'all who saw my season 1 reviews, I'll watch the episode and then I'll do a review about it and I'll post it, But dude, let me tell you something. So I stopped reviewing the show, mainly because due to scheduling conflicts, right? Because it was hard for me to get away to get the time to be able to review every episode like on a weekly basis, right? But dude, the entire show. Granted, it's only 4 seasons. It's only 4 seasons. But the show never got bad. And every season was arguably better than the one before it. Right? So, like, season 1 was great. Season 2 was better. Season 3, dude, season 4. Oh my dude. Oh my god, season 4. Season 4. Now what's funny about this is let me tell you why. Let me tell you one of the reasons why I was like, oh, I have to consider Black Sails, right? Once again, remember the criteria. So yes, I have seen the entire series. Now, here's what's interesting about Black Sails, because I don't think I ever mentioned this in any one of my reviews for the series. I have not gone back. I've only gone back and rewatched Black Sails like 3 times, right? But here's the thing. I would rewatch the episodes like multiple times within the same week. So like when a new episode would come out, right? Like I would watch it that Saturday night, and then I might, put it on to go to sleep too, like later that night or whatever. But then I would probably rewatch it the next day. And then between that Sunday, And the next Saturday before the new episode, I would probably watch it at least 2 more times sometime later in that week. So I would watch like a single episode like 4 times in a single week. And I did that for, let me see, season 3. I'm sorry, no, actually, I take that back. Season 4. Season 4 was the only season I didn't do that because season 4 I binged. Because I watched season 4 after it had like after the entire season was over. I just binged season 4. And as you might suspect, season 4 is the one season I've gone back to like 3 times. Because I only watched it once all the way through. But like, see, the first 3 seasons, dude, I rewatched those episodes like multiple times within the week that they aired. Yeah. But okay, so what is Black Sails? All right, so Black Sails, cool little historical fiction series. It's actually a prequel to Treasure Island. So for anyone familiar with that book, this show kind of sets up some of the elements of that story, and this is also the Long John Silver origin story. That's essentially what Black Sails is. It is a prequel to Treasure Island, and it was more specifically, it's the Long John Silver origin story, and it pretty much tells the story of John, right? But dual protagonists, because our other main protagonist is Captain Flint. Oh, sorry, which way? That way. That way. That way. There we go. Captain Flint. Captain Flint. Flint. I'm sorry, Flint. Captain Flint, who is John Silver's captain, essentially. And it pretty much tells his story, his pirate legend, how John became a member of his crew, and all of the freaking things that went into that. But essentially, the main crux of the series, or the main conflict of the series, is the pirate island or colony, I guess you could say. Well, I mean, yeah, the colony of Nassau, Bahamas, right? Which is under British English, because it was still called England back then. It is an English colony, right? But it's a pirate colony. And essentially, the pirates are trying to fight for independence away from England. That's pretty much what it is. They were allowed to operate because, remember, for the for all of my history people in the building, I see you. I see you, history guy in the back. I see you. I see you. For all of my history people in the building, remember, all of the major kingdoms of the ancient world, or well, colonial world. Let me rephrase it, because I think this takes place in the 1800s. I think. No, no, it's still no, it's 17, early 1700s, because the American Revolution hasn't happened yet. So yeah, it's pre-revolution. It's roughly around the time of the yeah, what is it? 17, is it 1745, I think, something like that. Anywho, but but remember, all of the kingdoms of Western Europe, they were all into piracy. All of them engaged in piracy, but they didn't do it from their shores. Nassau was the scapegoat. That was where England allowed its piracy to take place. Until the pirates were no longer beneficial to the crown. So then they were like, okay, we got to get rid of them. And the series talk, illustrates just how much the pirates were like, nah, bro, like you're not just gonna, take back the island and kick us out, or worse, arrest us and hang us for doing what you wanted us to do in the first place. Nah, we not about to have that, bro. So dude, it's a damn good fucking show, man. It's so good. It's so well written. All of the actors are top notch. I mean, dude, oh, dude, if you have not seen Black Sails, do yourself a favor. Um, Treat yourself. Treat yourself. It is really really good. Um, it's on Stars on Demand. It's on Hulu. Hulu has it, and I want to say Amazon has it. I think Amazon has it. I know Hulu because the last time I watched it was on. Well, no, nope. The last time I watched it was on Sling because I have Stars through Sling. but I have also watched it through Hulu. Yeah. Anyway, so check it out. Really, really good. Really, really good shit, man. Oh, and the score. The freaking score. The opening, dude, I love the opening. I love the opening theme. It is so epic. It is so epic. So yeah, if you like pirates, check it out. It's great. Great. Great, great, great. All right. Number three is going to be no surprise to anybody. Get this damn fly. You know what? Breaking my concentration. Number three is going to be no surprise to anybody. Y'all ready for it? Let's get it. Y'all already know what time it is. Come on, bruh. Where y'all at? Come on, bruh. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Number three on my list, man. Sons of Anarchy, bruh. Sons of Anarchy. And you know what's crazy about this? So when I went back to the original top five, that was I uploaded that August of 2013. How Sons of Anarchy was not on that list when I made the original list in 2013. I swear I don't know. Cause I had to go back. I was like, okay, so yeah, like I did that video right before season 6 premiered, so it's like, okay, we were only 5 seasons in, you know, but man, sons, look. All right. So if y'all haven't seen my reviews, I highly recommend y'all checking out, especially if you're a fan of the show. Because I did a complete season review of the first season, of the 6th season, and then I did episode reviews for each episode of season 4 and season 5. So the only seasons I have never covered on the channel were seasons 2, 3, and 7. All right. But yeah, dude, Sons. What can I say about Sons that I haven't already said at some point in time on camera? But for the sake of this video, great writing, great story, great characters, great acting, great drama, great music, great action. It's just really, really good. What is it about? So essentially, let me break it down to you like this. This is my elevator pitch for Sons of Anarchy. Take the story of Hamlet, now put it in modern day Northern California white biker gang culture. And I give you Sons of Anarchy. That's what it is. Very much so. But it's good. Dude, it's really, really good. It's really, really good. And it's so, and you know what's funny about that? It's so surprising because I remember in in 2008, when the series first premiered, right? I remember seeing like the early commercials for it and stuff. And I thought it was the corniest I thought it was some of the corniest shit. I was like, what? Dude, I used to make fun of the commercials, like the early commercials. Dude, I just thought it was some of the corniest. I was like, dude, I was like, what is this white trash shit, right? And then I think I did see the first episode. Yeah, I saw the first episode. And I was like, oh, oh, okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna come back next week. I'm gonna check out the next one. And then I saw the next episode, and I was like, what? Dude, wait, what? Right? And I was like, all right, I'm gonna check out the next one, dude. By the end of season 1, I was sold. I was like, no, this is it. Like, I'm watching this. I'm watching this. And then season 2, okay, season 2 got into some territory I didn't really care for. And I was like, okay, but it's still good. All right, I'm gonna hang on. And then season 3 got into some shit I was really interested in. And I was like, oh wait, this is interesting. All right, let's see where there goes, dude. And then one of like one of the most like heartbreaking moments, right, happens midway in season 3, and by then I'm stuck. Like, there's no way I'm like, dude, there's no way I'm getting out of this. Like, what the fuck? And then, dude, season 3's finale. Oh, bruh. I was like, bruh, dude, I was sold. I was sold. Now, for those of you all who saw my like season what was it? It was season 5. For those of you guys who saw my season 5 reviews, dude, season 5 had me on the ropes a little bit, and maybe that's why I didn't make my list originally, because I was feeling some kind of way about season 5. I was like, oh man, like why, why they have to do that? Why I had to go there? But dude, all in all, the show is fucking solid, bro. It's solid. Season 6 was a motherfucker. That's for especially with that finale. Oh, and 7. Here's the thing. So I've only rewatched season 7 once. So I watched it the first time, and then I've only rewatched it one other time. And I need to go back and I need to go look at season 7 again, because my experience with the final season, it was so somber. But dude, let's be real, that whole season is kind of somber, right? And then knowing it's the last season kind of added to that as well. But it was still good. It was still good. Didn't end the way I would have liked, but it did sort of end the way I thought it would once I figured out what was going on in that final season. I'm like, yeah, they'll probably do that. But all in all, man, really, 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 really fucking great show. It's on Netflix if you haven't seen it. I don't know if it's still on FX on demand, because it was for a while. I don't think it still is though. Um, and I'm pretty damn sure. Yeah, I know it's not on Disney Plus. They didn't add that to the FX library, to the Fox library yet. I don't think they did. But it is on Netflix. It's on Netflix, it's on Hulu, and I think it's on Amazon too. So if you have not yet done so, check it out. And check out some of my reviews for them too, if you guys haven't checked them out either. This is a really, really, really fucking good show. Really fucking good show. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna look at some of these comments. Okay, so real quick. Oh, and of course, yes, it has Ron Perlman. If nothing else, Ron Perlman. And Kate, and real quick, Katie Seagal is really good in this too. Like she like I was okay. I was never really the biggest fan of Katie Seagal, just because to me she's always married with children, right? Like I didn't realize how good of an actress she actually was until I saw this. I was like, holy shit, like she can act for real, right? And then and then like the newcomers, right? Like Charlie Hunnam, Jax, the star of the series, he's amazing. Maggie Siff, she's really good. And there's a whole bunch of other alum. I call them alumni, because a lot of these actors you've seen in other productions, and when they pop up here, you're going to be like, oh snap, he's in this. Yeah, yeah, it's really good. It's really good, really good. So check it out. So I'm curious about something. For those of you all who know me, who know my channel, who know my content, and especially if you guys saw the original top 5 favorite TV series, I wonder if you can figure out what my number 2 is. Because notice, all of the 3 I've done previously were not on that original list. So who's betting the next one is something totally new as well? No one in the comments? No one in the comments? Nobody? Nobody? Really? Really? Hmm. Interesting. Okay, so let's real quick. Let's go back and recap. Usually I do the recap later, but I'll do a recap as of right now. All right, I'll do a quick recap. All right. So number 5 was Shameless. All right. Number 4 was Black Sails. Okay. And then number 3 was The Sons. All right. Who can figure out number 2? Let's see. Ooh, they got some good guesses. I see some good guesses. Somebody's right, technically. No. So far, only one person right, man. Nope. No. All right. Um, No, 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 no. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead. Let's just go ahead and do it. Come on, y'all. Number two. Number two. Talk to him. Talk to him, man. Talk to him. This one did not change from my original list. Number two is Smallville, man. Number two is Smallville. Um, yeah, number two is Smallville. The one thing I'm going to mention, because I talked about, I mean, dude, and here's the other thing too. Maybe I should have said, that I've reviewed it on the channel before, because I have reviewed the first ever Smallville video I ever did was the series finale. The season 10 finale, the entire series finale, and then I went back and I reviewed the first 3 seasons, right? So but yeah, I mean, I'm a diehard Smallville fan, for better or worse, diehard, right? But but keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. Remember what that third criteria for this list was, right? Even if it was a show that I fell out of favor with, like my enthusiasm for the show dampened, it didn't hinder my experience with the series. And let me tell you something. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna say 4, cause unlike most people, dude, I'm actually in the minority. A lot of season 7, I don't mind. Most of season 7, I don't mind. Like a lot of people, especially if you talk to Smallville fans, right? Even Smallville fans, they'll say, "Oh, the show fell off after season 6," right? And for the longest time, I always say, "No, man. Season 8. Season 8 was the low point, right? Because 7 wasn't that bad, and then I went back and I rewatched 7, and I'm like, holy shit, right? The first half of season 7 is palatable. That second half of season 7 is rough. It's not rough because of what happens in the show, just like how the quality of the show had deteriorated. Now keep this in mind. This was the 07-08 season. So this was during the writer's strike, right? The Writers Guild of America strike, right? The thing though, man, dude, look, man, seven was kind of second half of 7 was kind of rough. And then, but at the time, I still enjoyed it enough. Okay. Season 8 happens. And season 8 is downright trash. I mean, season 8 is terrible, right? Season 8 is just terrible, right? So I'm like, well, shit, dude. I don't think it can get any worse. And, and, okay, season 9, not that great. Still not as bad as 8. Season 10, not that great. Still better than 8. The show was never as bad as, in my opinion, it was never as bad as it was in season 8. Season 8 was definitely the lowest point, right? And taking consideration what happened that season, Rosenbaum left, Kirk left, Glover left, and the creators left, the showrunners left. Season 8 was rough for all of us, right? 9 wasn't that bad. 10 wasn't that bad. 9 and 10 had some redeemable things about it. There were some redeemable episodes. The one I always mention because I give 9 credit. Season 9 finale, Savior, dude, that's one of the best finales since like season 5. Season 9's finale was, you know what? This fly has got to go, bruh. When this camera goes off, I'm terminating that fly with extreme prejudice. Believe that. I got a swatter with his name on it. Anywho, but yeah, season 9's finale was incredible. It like I said, the best since season 5. It was the best finale since season 5. It was really good. It was really good. And then some of the casting choices when we brought Toyman in season 9, bruh. Pam Grier as Amanda Waller. Come on, man. Hey, dude. Hey. And then of course like we did Zod again, which wasn't a bad performance. Not at all. Was not a bad performance. What is that? Colin Blue, I think. Yeah, he did that shit as Zod. I'll give him that credit. The season 10 episode when Zod returns, that was a good episode. When Oliver and Clark end up in the Phantom Zone, that was a good episode. Let me see what else this season. The future episode with Brainiac 5, that was a good episode. That was a good episode. Yeah, yeah. So there were some good episodes. Now there were some good episodes, but yeah, like I said, man. I mean, Smallville. I grew up with that series, man. Followed it, every week during the school year from 2001 all the way until 2011. 10 years, man, a full decade. I remember because first it was on Tuesday nights, then they moved it to Wednesday nights, then they moved it to Thursday nights, then they ended up moving it to Friday nights. Every week, man, I was there. I was there. So, you know, it's the only series I stuck it out with despite how bad I thought it had gotten. I stuck That's the series I stuck it out with. So when people hear about me dropping series all the time and I never finish them and stuff like that, nah, I usually don't. I made the exception with Smallville because of my investment with that series and with the characters. And like I said, dude, like, kind of on the same boat with Shameless, dude. Like, there, when I was a teen, dude, especially like what was going on, with me personally, with my home situation and stuff like that. Like, dude, there were many a times where all I had to look forward to was Thursday night Smallville. Well, and then it became Thursday night, Smallville at 7, TNA at 8, right? TNA wrestling at 8. But yeah, man, like there were plenty of times where shit was crazy, and I just go lock myself in my room, and for that hour, whatever the hell was going on the other side of that door didn't matter, right? Like I was zoned in, dude. Smallville was a great escape for me for years, dude, for years. Um, and I'm indebted to the series for that. So, um, like I said, it was the series that made me a Superman fan. Because I never considered myself a Superman fan before Smallville. Like, I liked Superman, okay, but I didn't consider myself a fan. He's my favorite superhero, and that was not the case before this show. I was a big Batman fan when I was a little kid, and it wasn't until this show that I was like, nah, man, Superman's what's up, bro. Great show, great show, great show. I highly recommend it. But I always tell people it's like, you know, season 8. Just be aware. Just beware of season 8. Um, and I don't really even recommend like 9 and 10. But like the first 5 seasons, because six isn't bad either, but 6 has some stuff in it that's just kind of like, why? Like, what were y'all thinking, right? It's still enjoyable. Like, I still enjoy season 6. Because that's the whole, yeah, season 6 is the Phantom storyline. Yeah, which I dug that, right? But yeah, I mean, but dude, the first 5 seasons really good. And as I mentioned before, I think when I reviewed seasons 2 and 3, dude, when I went back and rewatched the series years ago, dude, I forgot shit almost a decade ago now, dude. I forgot how good seasons 2 and 3, especially season 3, just how good those seasons were. I was like, holy smokes, dude. Because I always said, like, the best seasons 4 and 5. Dude, I went back and watched 2 and 3, and I'm like, dude, 2 is really good. Dude, 3 is arguably the best in the series. 3 is really, really good. I was like, oh smokes. So, all right. So that was my number 2, Smallville. All right. Okay. So, y'all know what time it is, don't y'all? Honorable mentions time. And yeah, we got some for this list. We got some honorable mentions. So, most of the shows on this list, right, and on for the honorable mentions portion, they're honorable mentions because they don't fit one of the criteria, or I'm sorry, they don't fit all three of the criteria that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, right? So they might have like maybe two but not the third, or maybe one and not the other two, or some, but they don't fit the entire criteria. So that's why they're honorable mentions. All right, so okay, well, actually, hang on. Okay, so my first honorable mention, which is arguably fighting for sixth. Like if I was to make a top 10, this one is fighting for sixth place. And actually, it does fulfill all of the criteria. It really does. I didn't mention it in my main list, probably just because of the type of show it is. Because have you guys noticed all of the shows on my list are um they're narratives. Like they're written stories. Most of them are dramatic, right? They're like dramatic narratives, right? They have an ongoing story, right? This one kind of has a story, but not so much. Okay, first honorable mention: Moonshiners on Discovery Channel. I love that show, dude. I love it. I don't miss an episode. And it's one of those shows, just like Black Sails. I'll rewatch the same episode like several times in the same week before before the next episode comes out. I love Moonshiners. Been following it since it first premiered. I've seen every episode. I haven't seen every special though. So here's the thing, because Moonshiners, they made like, there's several specials, dude, that they do in a given season, dude. You might have what, 4 or 5 special episodes. I have not seen every special. Okay, so in that regard, yeah, I haven't seen every single episode, right? But I've seen all of the main episodes, like the main episodes of the seasons. I've seen those. Like, what was it? Like the Tickle Christmas special. I missed that one. I think I missed the Thanksgiving special one year. Um, no, I did see Legend of Jim Tom. I did see that one. I haven't watched all of the Secret Summits. The most of the Secret Summits I've seen have been the ones that either start the season or the ones that cap the season. But I remember like a couple of years ago, they did like several Secret Summits, like sprinkled throughout the season. I didn't see all of those. I only watched the main two. Um, but yeah, I love that show. I love that show. I find it highly entertaining. I like most of the people on the series. I say most because if you guys watch that show, if anybody watching this watches that show, um, your boy Mike is a shithead. I'm just saying. He's a bit of an asshole and not a likable one. He's kind of like a whiny asshole, and no one likes a whiny asshole. If you're going to be an asshole, do it properly. Do it properly and do it expeditiously. Don't bitch around with it. Mike's kind of a bitchy asshole, and this isn't Real Housewives, dude. Like, take that shit over there. This is Moonshiners. God damn it. Yes, Moonshiners is still on TV. It comes on Discovery Channel. It comes it's on Tuesday nights. Yeah, because there was that thing. Yeah, like one year they moved it to Wednesday and then they moved it back to Tuesday. Yeah, it's weird, but no, it's on Tuesdays. It comes on Tuesdays. But yeah, it's really good. I love Moonshiners. Highly educational, very educational. A lot of stuff I learned. I learned how, not only how liquor was made, but like how, like the histories of some, like, dude, the history of bourbon was fascinating to me. It really was. Yeah, it really was. It really was. So yeah, so that's an honorable mention. Okay, some other honorable mentions. Daredevil. Daredevil would be the one that's right there with Moonshiners, like arguably number 6, right? Like butt in head right there, right? But remember what I said. When my enthusiasm for the show did not hinder my experience with it, I can't say that about Daredevil because the second half of season 2 was not fun to watch. Dude, I have only rewatched. I've only rewatched the second half of Daredevil season 2 once, only one other time. So I saw it the first time, and then I rewatched it once. So I've only seen the second half twice. Did not care for it. Now the first half of season 2, oh, I've watched that like 8, 9 times, something like that. The with Frank Castle. Oh, dude, I watched that like yeah. I've seen that a couple of times. And then season, oh dude, don't get me started on season 1. Dude, I've probably watched the first season of Daredevil maybe 15 times. Maybe. Dude, I've rewatched the hell out of that first season. Third season. Third season, I have only seen every episode of the third season one time. There are some episodes of the third season I've watched more than once, but the whole season only once. So, but first season is one of the greatest comic book adaptations ever done. The third season is a return to form, and and yeah, the third season is just amazing. It's just amazing. Um, but yeah, but yeah, it's really good. If y'all guys have not checked that out, go do yourself a favor, dude. Go if you why are you still watching this if you have not seen Daredevil on Netflix? Why are you still watching this? Go see that right goddamn now. You have my permission to turn this off and go watch that right goddamn now. Go watch that right goddamn now. It's amazing. It's amazing. All right. So with that being said, next on my honorable mention, Luke Cage. Luke Cage. Luke Cage. Now what's funny about Luke Cage? So Luke Cage is one of the series that actually does meet all of my criteria. I've seen every episode. I've rewatched it, I've gone back to it. And the any type of lesson in quality did not ruin my experience with it. Like I know a lot of people don't care for the second half of season 1. When I went back and rewatched it, I didn't have an issue with it. I really didn't. Like yeah, there are some creative choices I wouldn't have made, but it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. Dude, the second half of Luke Cage season 1 is better than any of Iron Fist, any of the Defenders, and it's better than the second half of Luke Cage. I mean, of Daredevil season 2, and it's better than all of Jessica Jones season 2. Dude, the second half of the first season of Luke Cage is better than it's better than all those things I just mentioned. It is not that bad. It's not that bad. But the reason why it didn't make my list is because sample size. It was canceled before it was canceled prematurely, canceled before its time. That's evident in the writing because where we leave Luke off in season 2, dude, I really wish we would have gotten a third season. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about season 2, did I? Okay, I'm gonna just put it to you like this: season 2 is fucking amazing. See, I love season 2. Oh, dude, I love season 2. I love with Bushmaster. Oh my goodness, dude, season 2. Woo, season 2 is so good. So good. Well written, well acted. Oh Jesus, season 2 is so good. So yeah. All right, let's see. Any other honorable mentions? I'll just throw out The Sopranos as an honorable mention. Oh, and the main reason why that one didn't make my list is because I have not seen I have not seen the entire series more than once. I've only seen I've only seen certain episodes numerous times, right? But there are some episodes I've only seen like once. So yeah, and I don't think I've seen every episode of The Sopranos. I think there are some episodes that I have missed. I've seen all the big episodes, like all the major stuff. I'm specifically I'm talking about like in the earlier seasons, like the first 2 seasons. Because all the stuff in the later, in the later seasons, I think everything after season 3 I've seen in its entirety, but it's just some of the earlier stuff. So yeah, so that's why that one didn't make my list, but it's an honorable mention. I'm I'm trying to think if there's another honorable mention. Ooh, well, I got to catch up on Billions, so it's too premature for me to talk about Billions to label it a favorite. I did love the first season, but I got to catch up on seasons 2, 3, and 4 because 5 I think is debuting tomorrow. Yeah, no, I'm not tomorrow. Sunday, Sunday. Yeah, season 5 starts Sunday. Um, I think that might. Oh, final honorable mention: Vikings. Vikings is probably the final honorable mention. And the reason why Vikings is an honorable mention and it didn't make the main list, remember what that third Condition is? Here's the thing. Season 5, fine. Season 6, cool. That series was never the same after they killed after something happened to Ragnar. The series was never the same after that, right? And yeah, we got a new crop of actors, and Ivar is a really interesting character. I love seeing Bjorn sort of, rise to power and whatnot. Um, King Harold Fine Hair is a good character. Um, Lagatha is always interesting, though some of the shit we've done with her in the last few seasons, I didn't really care for. So, I mean, it still has a lot of good things, but it was never the same show without Ragnar. It was never the same show, right? So so yeah. So yeah. Those are all my honorable mentions. So now that I've gotten done with all the honorable mentions, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, little children, little babies, dogs, children and cats, right? Can anyone guess my number one? I'm curious. Can anyone guess my number one? Let me see. I'm gonna go to the comments real quick, because we're coming up on an hour. Real quick, can anyone guess my number one? What's my number one? What's my number one? Clues to my number one. It's a comedy series. No, not that comedy series. Misty, it is live action. I don't have any animated series on this list. That's going to be another top 5. My favorite anime series. Well, Lauren Francisco 31, Sons of Anarchy was number 3. Okay, so real quick before y'all do let's go back through the list, shall we? All right, let's go back through the list. Hang on. All right. So, yeah, cuz we got to recap before we reveal number 1 anyway, right? See, I'm slipping. Y'all bear with me, man. I've been up since 6 a.m. All right. So, number 1, I'm sorry, number 5 was Shameless, all right? Okay. Number 4 was Black Sails, okay? Okay, okay. Number three was number three was the Suns. Was the Suns, right? Number 3. Okay. And then number 2 was Smallville. So who got my number 1? I'm gonna shout out anybody who gets my number 1 right now. Put them in the chat. I will shout out everybody who gets my number 1. Live action. Because I see up, up, Maniac Madness 11, Blue Ranger X 11. Somebody put Scrubs. I ain't even watched Scrubs like that. I've seen episodes of Scrubs, but I never followed it like that. Let me see if anybody else earlier in the chat got it. I know DeJean had mentioned it, but he mentioned something else in there too. Let me see who else got it. Who else got it? Chief D Hater. He got it. He got it. Ooh, Adam. No, Malcolm. That would probably be in my. Oh, oh, what? What the fuck, dude? Lauren Francisco 31. Dude, what the fuck, man? Thank you, dude. What the fuck? Dude, thank you for the $50 super chat, my man. Holy shit. Man. Man, thank you. Damn. Oh. Mm. Trent got it. Travis got it. The Heart 96 got it. Lucifer Pitch Black got it. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Lauren Francisco, man, if you got a comment or a question, please put it in the comments. I'll make sure I'll get to yours. Definitely. I'll make sure I get to yours. Good lord, good mugga. Boy, you know you're successful, right? All right, so yeah, let's just go ahead and let's do the damn thing, cause Lauren got, man, he got, yeah. All right, so yeah, number one, Boy Meets World, man. Yeah, still my number one. So yeah, so my top two, number two being Smallville, number one being, those did not change since the 2013 video. Those are still the same. Yep, Boy Meets World is my number one. Still my number one. Um, Earlier I said that Shameless was my favorite comedy. I had to go back and qualify that as favorite adult comedy because technically, because Boy Meets World is a comedy. It is a comedy because it has a laugh track, right? And I love, dude, I love Boy Meets World. Um, Real talk. I love Boy Meets World. Um, I love the I love the comedy. I love the humor. I love the characters. I love the storylines. I love some of the episodes. Um, like I said in my original top five, and I've said it multiple times, dude. Boy Meets World got me through middle school. You know, um, it really did. Uh, I learned a lot from that show. Well, because here's the other thing too. Remember, especially like in the early seasons, because it was more obvious and more apparent in the earlier seasons, but it was still in some of the later seasons too. Like that was back when we were still using like kids television to like teach moral lessons, because we don't really do that nowadays. Like nowadays, everything is just entertainment for the sake of it. What, dude? What the fuck? What, dude? Dude, dude, what the fuck? I understand it's payday, but damn. All that, bruh. You, you my dog. You my dog. All that, bro. Much love. Much love. Damn, man. Well, shit. Now I'm getting a check from YouTube next month. Wait. No, no, actually, no. Not yet. No. Damn, YouTube, take 30% of your shit. Anyway, that does, okay, back on topic. Back on topic. All right. Okay, so yeah, Boy Meets World. So yeah, so Boy Meets World, like that was, or like early '90s, we were still doing that. I mean, we do that because I know some shows still do that, right? But yeah, like all the earlier seasons of Boy Meets World is like every episode had like a moral lesson at the end of it, and but what I really dug about that, dude, even in the later seasons when they're like in college and shit, they were still getting lessons. They were still being taught things. They were still learning. And I can appreciate that. Yeah, dude, it was just such a good show. Such a good show, dude. Um, it's probably the show I've watched the most. Like of all the shows on this list, dude, I've lost count how many times I've seen Boy Meets World. I've lost count. Seriously, because I pretty much watched Boy Meets World almost daily for over a decade. Thank you, ABC Family. Yeah, pretty much almost daily for like a decade. Yeah. So, and you're talking about like at least two episodes a day, sometimes four. So, and then of course, 2013, I bought the box set, so I own the whole series. I own the whole series. So, and shit, I've probably ran through that box set at least twice. So but yeah, I mean, dude, just and like I said, just things I like about that show so much, right? Like you know, um Corey and Sean are like one of my favorite, like, bro television bros, television friendships, television bromances. That's the boys. That's the boys. Yeah, Mr. Feeney is like one of the great, like, dude. Mr. Feeney is like my generation's Mr. Miyagi. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's that much of like a pop culture icon. Alan is like one of my favorite TV dads. Alan Matthews. There's an episode. There's an episode where it's two episodes actually. Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and I'll talk about these now. I don't know if anyone asked me what my favorite. Um, I think somebody did ask me what my favorite Boy Meets World episode was. Um, I think I saw that somewhere. But I'm just gonna talk about episodes real quick, just because because I brought up Alan, right? Because Alan was such a fucking, like, dude, he was such a, like, interesting character. And that's the other thing I liked about the show too, how, like, the parents had their own storylines. Not so much Amy. Amy didn't really have a lot of storylines, but Alan did. The whole thing about him losing his job, and then starting up his own store, and then, dude, even like I remember one of my favorite episodes is the one with the swim lesson, right? When Corey loses the necklace that his dad gave him, and he was like, "Oh well, I just silver mittens. Like, yeah, I must have lost them in the pool." And his dad was like, "Well, no, dude, those weren't silver mittens. Those were silver boxing gloves that I got for finishing second in the all navy boxing." And then Corey was like, "Oh shit! Like, I didn't realize, because essentially, like, he lost an heirloom. Like, that's an heirloom. And so he goes in the middle. He goes into the school late at night. It's not the middle of the night. It's like late though, right? Like, it's like evening time, and he goes like in scuba gear, right? Like diving in the pool to find the gloves, and he couldn't find them. And then I think Mr. Feeney found them and gave them to Corey. But the whole lesson about that was, it's the whole, like, oh, you know, um, you know that old story where it's like the parent gives the child, usually it's father and sons, right? But it's like the parent gives the child a gift, the child doesn't appreciate it, they lose it, mismanage it, breaks it, whatever, and then come to find out, like, that gift had some sort, that this significant unspoken meaning that was never explained to them, so they couldn't appreciate it the way that the parent did, right? They didn't understand what was being passed to them. It's sort of that lesson, right? The But there are two other episodes. There are two other episodes specifically because I want to talk about Alan, right? And one of them, I'm gonna talk about. So one episode is in the college years, because it was after one of Sean and Angela's breakups, and Sean starts drinking. And so, Sean is, it's pretty much like the Sean dealing with alcoholism episode. And at the end of the episode, Sean goes to the house where there was sort of kind of like this weird, like, staged intervention. It wasn't a staged intervention, because actually, if memory serves, I think it was a Christmas episode. Like, Sean showed up when, like, the family was gathered around for, like, Christmas or whatever. And at this point, no, no, okay, no, Dijon, it's not cult fiction. Cult fiction is the other episode I'm gonna talk about. Yes, I know the name of that episode because it's actually my favorite episode in the entire show. But this one is not cult fiction. This is a different episode. This is a later episode, because cult fiction is in the fourth season. Yeah, it's the fourth season. This one is like season 6, I think. And but what happens in the episode is, So Sean kind of has his like moment, right, where he realizes like, oh, like, you know, the drinking is a problem. Like, I need to do something about it. And what happens is he goes to the Matthews and he purposefully asks Alan, he's like, I want you to yell at me the way you yell at Corey and Eric. And Alan, so he sits down in the chair and everyone's like making a joke about it, right? It's like, oh, snap. It's like, oh, man, dad's going to get you. Oh, you don't know what you asked for. And Alan kind of starts off almost jokingly, and then he gets serious with his lecture. And he doesn't go overboard or anything like that. He just like levels with Sean, like, and he gets real with him, you know? And I kind of always I appreciated the patience Alan took with Sean, especially since it wasn't his kid, which is going to bring me to the episode Dijon brought up. My favorite episode in the entire show. Favorite episode is in the entire show is it's called Cult Fiction, right? And what happens in this episode is Sean joins a cult. Essentially, he didn't know he was joining one. He mistakens upon one, and you know, Corey finds out what's going on, and you know, but he can't reach Sean, right? So then there's an accident that happens. One of the previous cast members from the prior season, Jonathan, the teacher who becomes like a surrogate father for Sean because he fosters Sean essentially, right? He gets in an accident, right? And so everyone goes to the hospital to check on Jonathan. Sean doesn't, though, not at first. He comes there later with the guy who's the head of the cult, right? Because Sean doesn't think he can, you know, deal with, you know, the stress or whatever. And so the kids, so Corey, Topanga, Sean, they go into the room to see Jonathan, and uh the cult leader, right? He stays in the waiting room, and he has an exchange with Mr. Feeney because Feeney's been trying to get him shut down, and then he has words with Alan. And my favorite Alan Matthews scene, but is my favorite scene in that episode too, is they have an exchange. The guy tries to walk away. Alan grabs him. He pushes the dude back against the wall because you know they're talking, they're not hearing each other out, and Alan has to grab this guy's attention. So he says, "No, you listen." He was like, "Now I made the decision a long time ago that Sean Hunter was the best friend my kid ever had, and I would kill people like you to protect him." Dude, that scene always resonated with me. Even when I saw that as a kid, I was like, "Whoa." Um, cause that like that scene, I was like, "Man." Um, yeah, yeah, that yeah. Yeah, that was a good scene, man. That was a good scene. And then of course the scene afterwards is when, you know, him and Corey and Topanga kind of have like that heart to heart about what was going on and whatnot. But yeah, dude, so dude, honestly, we'll be here all night if I really get into freaking because I didn't even talk about some of the funniest episodes, right? Like oh my god, the Godfather episode. Oh my goodness, with I think it's what season 6. It's season 6 when Eric, Eric, Corey, and Sean are trying to hook up Feeney with the dean at the college, right? But her like old boyfriend or whatever, or ex-husband or whatever, is like back in the scene. So they gotta like sabotage. They gotta sabotage that dude to make Feeney look good. But there's this whole skit throughout that whole episode where they're doing nothing but Godfather references. Oh my god, that's what it. Dude, underpants, dude. Oh yeah, yeah. The scene where the episode when Corey thinks that Sean and Topanga are having an affair. Oh, dude, the episode with Angela's dad. Oh man, that one's fucking hilarious. Let me see, what's another funny ass episode? Um, I'm trying to think of a fun because I can remember all the dramatic episodes, right? Oh, well, both and it's a dramatic and it's a funny episode when Chet, Sean's dad, becomes the janitor at their school. That one is a really good episode. That's one of those like really good lesson episodes. That one's really good. Um oh, the game show episode with the I forgot, what was the name of the episode? But it was like the kind of like the Junior Jeopardy type game show. That was a good there was a good lesson in that one. Oh, a really good lesson in that one actually. Uh y- oh yeah, because I think that's the episode when Feeney walks out on the class. Oh man, I don't want to spoil that whole thing. Y'all got to check that episode was actually really really good, one of the best. Yeah, but yeah, man. Dude, what can I say? It's a great show. It's a great show. It's a great show for kids. Um, I would honestly say it's a great show for all kids. I did not feel that with Girl Meets World. I dude, I didn't even bother trying to get into Girl Meets World. Like just the notion of that show bothered me from the get go. And then I saw like the first episode, and I'm like, so y'all just trying to remake Boy Meets World, but with a girl instead of a boy. And like I said, it just did not appeal to me. I wasn't that demographic for that show. I wasn't that demographic, so I couldn't relate. I just couldn't relate. I could not relate. Okay, let's talk about this. I'm gonna talk about this, and then I'm gonna leave this alone. Okay, let me tell you something. The romance in Boy Meets World. Okay, because we're talking about a show I've been watching since I was a kid. Okay, so how do I reflect on it now as an adult? Let me tell you something. Corey and Topanga, that is some of the cringiest blue pill beta shit I had ever fucking seen. It is ridiculous. But, but I can still appreciate it knowing I can contextualize it in a way where I can appreciate it. Because keep this in mind. Corey and Topanga are the only relationship like that in the entire show. Think about it. Sean and Angela, they don't last. Even Jack and Rachel don't last. Eric, none of his love interests, none of that worked out. And yeah, Alan and Amy stay together, but I mean, they were the parents from the pilot episode. So, like, it's assumed that they wouldn't. Now, I mean, maybe we shouldn't say assume because we saw Topanga's parents um, get divorced, right? We saw that. But oh, and Angela, she comes from a single parent household, right? But like I said, Corey and Topanga are the only relationship like that in that entire show. None of their peers have relationships like them. None of them. None of them. So contextualizing it within that context, it doesn't bother me as much as it would otherwise. But yeah, it's some sappy blue pill beta shit, bro. It really is. It's sappy as hell. It's sappy as hell. But I can still appreciate it for what it is. For what it is, I can appreciate it. So yeah. So that pretty much yeah, that's my top 5 favorite TV series revisited. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's my list. All right, so let us go ahead and hit up the comments and see if there are any questions Let's see, what do we have here? Okay, this one is from Misty 306. Did you enjoy Jessica Jones and Daredevil? So I spoke on Daredevil. I enjoyed Jessica Jones season one, and that was it. That was it. Um, Maniac Madness. You even liked the last season? Yeah, I did. I did. Season 10 was okay. It wasn't great, but it wasn't the worst. It still wasn't as bad as season 8. Um, Katakuri fan. What was your problem with Darkseid? I really want to know what they did to him. Uh, it wasn't Darkseid. It was an extremely watered down and loose adaptation of him. But by that point, it wasn't really even him anymore. Like they tried to make it look like him and stuff. It it wasn't really him at that point, right? Like the way in which his power works, the way in which he's portrayed, it wasn't really Darkseid. So yeah, that was the issue. It wasn't it wasn't an accurate interpretation of the character. Not really. That the darkness in season 10 is kind of an original character if you really think about it. Kind of is. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. They gave Darkseid the Galactus treatment. Exactly. He's that character in name alone, and that's pretty much it. Yes, please hit that like button. Let's see. Oh, did you ever watch The Punisher? I did not. I actually, okay, no, I saw the first episode. I didn't finish it. I didn't finish it. Um, let's see. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. Should have knew you a Soprano fan. Come on, bruh. Thoughts on Tony as a character? I think Tony is a fascinating character. Sopranos is one of the best character studies done on television. Um, it's really good. It's really good. You know, before, I mean, once again, I'm not throwing shots at anybody, but before we got Walter White, we had Tony Soprano, right? Like those are two examples, right, of these brilliant character studies in television. But yeah, Tony's an amazing character. He's fascinating as all hell. Let us see what else do we have in the chat. Who's your favorite Boy Meets World character? It's between Sean and Early Smart and Cool Eric. Sean, it's Sean. Kind of always was. Sean was the character I identified with. And I'll give you to pretty much draw an illustration for you all. Like I said, I made the comment earlier where I said that Boy Meets World got me through middle school, right? And I talked about, you know, when I was talking about the character of Alan and my favorite episodes with Alan because of his relationship with Sean. My best friend in middle school was very much a Corey Matthews. His dad reminded me a lot of Alan. Um, Shout out to Mr. Spears. I don't know if you're watching this. But yeah, my best friend Mark, shout out to you, bro. His parents looked out for me back then, like more than I thought they should have, or that I thought anyone would. And yeah, and I never forgot them for that. Like never forgot them for that. So um Maniac Madness 11. Did you dislike season 7 of? No, I didn't. I like the entire series. I like the whole series, the whole thing. I like every season. I like the later seasons more than some of the. My favorite seasons are seasons 3, 4, and 5, the middle of the series. That I think 4 and 5 specifically, their junior and senior year in high school. Those are my favorite seasons. Those are my favorite seasons. $5 super chat from Trent. Larry, I want to change my next movie to dude. Hey Trent, that's another one of my favorites, big dog. Dude. Hey, I get down on some Stomp the Yard, dude. That's a Beta new. Oh yeah, dude, Stomp the Yard, man. That's yeah. I really like that movie. I really like that movie. Wolfpack March. Yeah. All right. So is that going to be Trent? Is that going to be the one for this month or the one for? Because you got two. You got two requests left. So is this the next one, or do you want to replace? Let me. I mean, just let me know in the comments. Just let me know in the comments. Do you want that to be your next one, or is that going to be the one after the next one? Because you got two. But yeah, Stomp the Yard, that's a good one. I wouldn't mind talking about Stomp the Yard. Dude, Stomp, you know what's funny? Stomp the Yard is another one of those movies that was like this month. Okay, so Stomp the Yard will be I got both of yours scheduled for this month. I mean, well, shit, we already announced Forbidden Kingdom, right? Yeah, Trent, I have Forbidden Kingdom scheduled for this Monday, and then Stomp the Yard would be the last Monday of the month. Do you want to do that, or you want to do Stomp the Yard first? Shit, I gotta go and rewatch stuff. What do? Yeah, I should rewatch it. You do. So you know what's funny about that movie though? Because that movie came out my freshman year of college. Dude, there was a lot of similarities for me in that movie, dude. Especially with the whole thing with him and his uncle. I'm like, oh shit, dude, that was me my freshman year of college. That was, yeah. Okay, so Stomp the Yard will be the next one. All right, so that'll be Monday's review. Okay, cool deal. Um, yeah, nah, that's a good little movie though. Columbus Short did that shit in that movie, bro. That boy was that was a good one. Vader knew. Who's that creeping in my window? Shot, shot. Vader knew. Oh no, what's the other one they do? There's like we rap the thetas. We rap the thetas. We rap the thetas. We rap the new. Ooh, ooh, boom. Yeah, that's my shit. All right, let's see. Back to the questions. Boy, I gotta throw a fan on in here. I'm burning the hell up under these lights. And we are coming up on an hour and a half. Yeah, let's hurry up and let's finish this up. Um, let's see. Okay, so I'm at the first one. What, dude? What the fuck? Dude, what the fuck? Another, dude? What? The actual fuck? I can't, bro. I can't right now. Oh, okay. No. Not that I can't. Okay. Can you review Seven with Brad Pitt and Morgan? Consider this payment. Yes, I can. Absolutely. No questions asked. You want Seven, you'll have Seven. No questions asked. Um, Lorraine Francisco, 31. Dude, just let me figure out when, like where to fit it in. Cause okay, so May is kind of booked. In terms of like with the movie reviews and with the yeah, I gotta fit it in somewhere. I gotta find out where to fit it in. Essentially, okay, so I'll just go ahead and let the faithful know. Okay, so guys, essentially what I've been doing with the request is I put them on rotation, right? So and I put them in as I receive them, right? So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Um, okay, let me start from the beginning. The reason why that is because when I started the Patreon, right, which was when I started taking movie requests, I would redeem the film the following month, right? Because Patreon charges on the first of the month. So if you put in a request before the first, I would wait until after the first to redeem it, right? So that's why, like for right now, for example, like if anyone was to hit a Patreon and put in a request for a movie, right? Well, today's the first day of the month. So they wouldn't get charged today. They wouldn't get charged until June 1st. So then I would do the review the following month. And so that's kind of how the rotation just kind of started, right? And then when I got back cataloged, I was like, okay, fine. I'll just do, okay, I just have my reviews for the week, right? Like one a week. And I'll just knock them out one a week. So that's how the schedule's been, right? Um, I might have to make an exception with this one because that's a lot, and I I gotta squeeze. You know what? Fuck that, Lorraine. You're getting yours. You're getting it this month. This month. Well, I will make time for it. You'll get it this month. We'll do it this month. I might move one of the super chat goals. I might just move that to the next week. But you'll get it. You'll get it. Good Lord, man. May is gonna be fucking packed. Because we were already booked for May. We were already booked for May. Yeah, May is gonna be packed. So dude, so right now we're pretty much at the point where we're doing requests for June. Yeah. Cause May is so booked. But dude, no, you want 7, you getting 7. You are getting it. Hell, I might even do a commentary for well, no, actually no. You know what? I want to do a commentary. I won't. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I've only seen 7 once. So when I rewatch it, I want to make sure I pay attention to it. Cause I caught on. Like I was figuring shit out when I saw it the first time, but I really want to like pay attention to see if I pick up on some stuff I didn't pick because it's a murder mystery story. So I want to see if I can pick up on some stuff that I didn't pick up on the first time. And it was years ago. It was years ago since what 20 shit, it might have been 2013, 2014. It's been a long time since I saw 7. But yes, you're getting your 7 review this month. I will. It might be the end of the month, but I will find time. Dude, bruh, that's that stimulus check money. That's what that is. That's what that is. Oh man, dude, no, y'all too much, bro. Y'all too much. I can't with y'all guys. I can't, dude. Francisco, if you want to get in on the review, dude, let me know so I can shoot you the link for when I do it. Let me know if you want to get in on it, and we'll co-op it. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Dang, I keep bumping into my mic, man. This is crazy, dude. Y'all too much, man. Y'all too much. Y'all are, man. Y'all too much. I'm about to log out. Dude, I know, man. It's crazy. But hey, man, I do it for the faithful, man. I do it for the faithful. That's what we bout, man. Dude, I get the you know what, man? Oh shit, dude. You know what? Man, I'm dude, the 10th anniversary live stream, that one's gonna be fucking insane. We gonna do it so we gonna damn, Larry, I wish I could get that support on my Patreon. Dude, this ain't even Patreon. It's super chat. I know, right? It's crazy. Um. Okay. 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 Cool. All right, guys. I think. Let me see. I think we got to all because I don't want to make this video too long. I don't want to make this too long. Especially since we pretty much covered the whole, the topic in the first hour. Let me see. I will go through some more. Should eventually send this man 600 so he can get a PS5. That would be highly generous of you, dude. I tell you what, though, do we know, dude? I'm debating. I mean, it kind of wouldn't make sense. I've been debating getting a PS4 just so I could stream directly to YouTube. That's the main reason I want a PS4 is so that I can stream directly to YouTube. And of course, so I could finally play the Spider-Man game, the Final Fantasy 7 remake, and then of course that Square Enix Avengers when it comes out. But that's the main reason why I want to get I'm thinking of getting a PS4 for that. But I mean, should I just hold out for the PS5? I tell you, dude, if the PS5 does not have that stream functionality, though, I'm gonna be pissed because that's the main reason why I want a PS4, so I can just stream straight to YouTube instead of doing Twitch. I mean, don't get me wrong, Twitch is cool, but I have to do so many extra steps to get my streams from Twitch to YouTube. So if I could just stream straight to YouTube, that would be much more preferred. Ooh, excuse me. I got the hiccups now. Let's see. Any other questions? Dude, Will Ferdell did way more voices than just Terry McGinnis. He did Lion-O in the Thundercats remake, Ron Stoppable in Kim Possible, Bumblebee in what is the name of the Transformers series? The one after Prime. He's the voice of Bumblebee in that. Yeah, he's done a lot of voices. Oh, Trent said, how many seasons are there of Boy Meets World, Larry? Always wanted to watch it. 7. There's 7 seasons of Boy Meets World. Right? Yeah, 7, not 6. It's 7. I'm pretty sure it's 7. I don't know why I'm thinking 6 now, but I'm pretty fucking sure it's 7. Whenever you, okay. All right. Bet. Let's see. Okay. Do anyone prefer Angel or Buffy? You know what's funny? I do not remember enough about either one of those shows to consider myself a fan of them. I watched them when I was little, but I never like kept up with it. Like I never followed those shows. I would just watch it if I happened to catch it. What was beta about Corey? Maniac Man is we don't have enough. I quit. I'm done. Dude, how? Where? How? Dude. Yeah, because I was about to cut you off, bro. I was about to cut. Too much? That's too much. No mas. Oh man. Holy shit. Holy smokes. Yeah, I know, right? Like I could probably get the PS4 just from tonight. Well, hang on, because I keep 70%, right? So what is that? That's 210. I keep 210. Yeah, that's the only downfall of super chats. YouTube still keeps 30% of your shit. I need to start putting my Cash App and my PayPal in the descriptions. I used to do that, but I took them out. I need to start putting those back in so that people can, because like when my man Rod, like when my man Rod would when he requested like the Hunter review and then the new movie review I'm doing this month that he also requested, he just sends it to me on Cash App. He just Cash Apps me. Um, I need, and your work is, yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Wait, you can get a PS4 for 200, I think. Really? I thought they were 300. I need a new one. It can't be used. It can't be used. I don't do used games anymore. I don't do used games anymore. Well, unless I get it from someone I know. Like I don't go to the store to buy used consoles anymore. Unless I get it directly from someone I know, I don't do them anymore. You may not be able to get a pro with that money, but I think you can afford a slim. Oh, the 500 gig one? It still streams. And it still streams and 4K doesn't matter because you can't stream in 4K. It still streams. You know what, guys, I might have to look into that now. Cause yeah, might have to look into that now. Cause if I can stream straight, I'd have to. Well, but you know what though? Those would probably be the only games I would get for it as of just for right now. It's just those two because Batman Telltale, I'm almost done with that, and Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, we're almost done with that too. So um, all right, shit, man. It's oh man, I didn't even realize how man y'all too much, man, too much. He the real MVP. Uh, man. Let's see. What do you think a man should do in a romance show besides begging? Well, you don't beg. You don't beg. We'll chop it up about we'll chop it up about, the the relational dynamics, the romance dynamics in Boy Meets World. Another dude, that's a whole nother stream by itself. That's a whole we ain't got enough time tonight for that. Travis Tempest, what character do you hate in SOA? I hated. Um, oh, dude, I don't know if there was a character. Well, like hate in a bad way because I hated Gemma, but I loved to hate Gemma. She was a likable, like I liked Gemma enough to hate her. Like you mean like I just couldn't fucking stand in Sons of Anarchy? Um, damn. Was there? Oh well, the neo Nazis, the skinheads from season 2. Yeah, I hated those motherfuckers. Yeah, they were racist pieces of shit. I hated those motherfuckers. Um, let's see. Do you watch mine? I have not watched Mayans yet, dude. If you can believe it or not, I have not watched Mayans. Um, you know what? I might have to. We might have to just. Um, did you do the elbow stand, Larry? Elbow stand? I don't understand the question. I don't understand the question. I forgot I left that up there this whole time. Um, let's see. Oh, here we go. Quick question, Larry. I had to delay my DCEU video to tomorrow because I was sick earlier this week. The video is coming out on YouTube tomorrow. I'll shout you out in it, bro. Okay, cool. Um, Jesker, drop me the link. Is it a live stream or a pre-recorded video? Drop me the link on Facebook. Drop me the link on the Facebook on the OAW Facebook page. Or just message me on the OAW Facebook page. Or you can email it to me. My email is still otakuassemble@gmail.com. Um That's not. That is Jason Marster. No, Marsden. Jason Marsden, who was a Boy Meets World alumni. He was Eric's best friend in the first 2 seasons. I talked about that one. Let's see. Okay, I think we're almost done. Joe. No, I can't do. Oh yeah, the stomp the yard, elbow glide. Nah, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can do a mean spin Rooney, but I can't do that. Can't do that. All right, it's time to wrap up, guys. Oh man, this man, whew, man. Oh man, Lorraine Francisco 31 is the real MVP of tonight, man. That dude. That's the most I've ever made in a single live stream. That wasn't. Yeah, actually, because that was more than even the super chat sweepstakes from the Q&A last week. That was even more than that. So, Jessica, okay, I'll email it to you. Set private right now. Give people. Oh, okay, I got you. Only. Oh, yeah. Just send it. No, just send it to me when it goes public. Yeah, when it's released on your channel, just send me a link. Let me know. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So yeah, that's going to go ahead. That is going to wrap up my top 5 favorite TV shows revisited. Once again, I want to thank everybody for joining me again tonight. And as always, just a reminder for you all, if you guys have a topic for a top 5 video of your own, become a patron at patreon.com/OAW, just 15 bucks. 15 bucks gets you a top 5 video of your choice. It gives you access to the OAW vault, and it gives you access to any Patreon exclusive, any and all Patreon exclusive content. And you get an invite to guest star on the monthly Q&A, all for just 15 bucks. So it's a good deal. I think it is. Custom video, Patreon exclusive content, over like 67 videos, right? Exclusively on Patreon. And you get an invite to the live stream. And if you've seen the live stream, we get, depending on who shows up, man, them live streams we getting crunk, bro. Just saying. Yeah, crunk, right? Yeah. So 2007. Yeah. Live streams be the Q&As. The Q&As be pretty fun, especially now, dude. Because I'm probably going to keep the super chat sweepstakes going, because a lot of people liked the wheels and tossing out, like when we were doing like the tossing out all the different topics, and I'm just trying to add them all to the wheel, and then I'm spinning them, and it was like, oh shit, what is it going to land on? Like people kind of got a kick out of that, so I'll probably keep that going. I don't know. Maybe I'll do less for the next one, just because we got so many videos to do now because of the first one. So maybe we won't do as many goals. Maybe we'll just do maybe a couple, maybe the most popular ones or something, right? All right, so that is going to do it for me. I want to go ahead, take this opportunity to thank you all again for joining me live. Thank you everyone for watching after the fact. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe, share on social media. Follow me on social media, facebook.com/OAW Entertainment, twitter.com/OAW ENTMT, and twitch.com, twitch.tv /OAW _entertainment. And then last but certainly not least, patreon.com/OAW. Good. Okay, when is Goldfinger? So, Dijon, Goldfinger will probably be honestly, June. Goldfinger will probably be either currently I have it slated as the first week of June. The first Friday of June is going to be the Goldfinger review, because because I had to fit in the monthly Q&A, right? So yeah, that's probably when the Goldfinger review. The Goldfinger review will be the last one of the super chat goals. Yeah, that one I got it though. It came on BBC America the other night, and I recorded it. I was like, oh, it's coming on. Let me record it now so I can watch it. Yeah. So yeah, that will. So yeah. All right, guys. That does it for me here. Thanks everyone for coming out. Yeah. Once again, huge shout out to Lorraine Francisco 31. He's real MVP tonight. We couldn't have done it without him. Wow. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. All right. So I will catch you cats later. This is Larry Williams, OAW Commander in Chief, signing off. And until next time, peace.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?